Hi, I'm Sarah Bargesian and welcome to your yoga class with me today. This is going to be a sequence for you to do when you're feeling tired, perhaps overtired and frazzled, maybe a little stiff and tight, perhaps a little overstressed, maybe you haven't been sleeping very well or working hard, or for whatever reason you feel like you want to do some stretching out with some simple easy poses in a short sequence but not work too hard. So let's get straight into it. Please come first of all to hands and knees. Do also make sure that you have a block and a blanket or a towel nearby. And in hands and knees, widen your knees to about as wide as your wrists and make sure that your wrists are underneath your shoulders. I'm just going to get the kitten out of the way here. Then come into child's pose. So from here, raise your chin, lift up your seat, slowly sink your bottom down towards your heels and walk your hands forward. Bring your forehead down to the floor or onto your block or your rolled up blanket or towel. Do outstretch your arms. It is good to stretch and open up the sides of the body and the shoulders, even when you're tired. Press your hands down relatively firmly so that you feel like you're making a good connection with your palms down to your mat. Then from here, come up to hands and knees and come all the way down onto your belly. Move your knees back a little bit here. Bring your hands by the sides of your ribs and come into a low back bend. Press your legs gently towards each other. Push back up to hands and knees and go into downward facing dog. So tuck your toes under, push the floor away. And in this down dog, bend your right knee, straighten your left leg. And then as you inhale, change sides. As you exhale, change sides again. Inhale, change sides. Exhale, change sides. One more, changing sides. And then come into a normal down dog, straighten both legs. Turn your head no a couple of times. And then nod your head yes. And then from here, bring your knees back down to the floor. Walk your knees and your hands back even more so that you can walk your hands further away and come to Anahatasana, puppy dog pose. Press your tailbone down towards your heels. And like you did in that first child's pose, get a nice pressing down throughout the perimeter of the palms of your hands. Raise your head. Walk your hands back so that they're underneath your shoulders again. Tuck your toes under. Walk your hands back towards your feet. And when you get to the back of your mat, bring your hands onto your hips and come up to standing. Then walk your feet forward to the front of your mat and separate your feet to hip width apart. Swinging your arms forward and up overhead. And then bend your knees and touch the floor either sides of your feet. Pick up your left foot and bring the foot high up behind you. Then stretch it straight back and bring that foot down to the floor. Bring your left knee down to the floor as well. And keeping your hands on the floor, see if you can round your back a little bit more here. And press your tailbone a little bit closer towards that front, that right heel. Keep looking down. Then flatten your left hand down so the palm is on the floor. Bring your right hand onto your right leg and twist. Just a gentle twist to the right. We're going to try and move the spine through all directions today. Twisting, back bending, forward folding, side to side. Very gentle, very easy. Bring your hand down. I find that when I move my spine around, pick up the back knee, just feel like a little bit more a spring to the step. There's a little bit more rigidity. Step the back foot forward. And then again, bend both of your knees and we'll change sides. Pick up the right foot, bring the heel up, stretch the right leg behind you. Touch down, bring the back knee down. And again, cultivate a little bit more of a rounding in the upper back. Press your tailbone towards that front heel. Keep your breathing smooth and even here. Then flatten the right hand, so you're going to come into the twist. Bring your left hand onto your left thigh. Keep it there. We're not doing anything fancy here. And then twist towards the left. Look down. As you continue to press that left hand down, possibly deepen the twist, slightly squeeze your bottom. Then bring your left hand down to the floor. Pick up your back knee and again step forward. Now from here, this little kitten, from here bring your hands out to the sides and come up to standing. Turn your palms to the side walls and stretch your arms down by your sides. Now bring your 2 feet together. We're going to do eagle pose here. Bring your hands onto your hips, bend both of your knees. Pick up your right leg, wrap it around the left leg. Just keep the pose like this. Or bring your arms into it by bringing your arms forward, bring the right arm under, pick up your elbows and press your hands away from your face. If your balance is really wobbly, then just keep your hands on your hips. Unravel the arms, bring your hands onto your hips if they're not there already, and unravel the legs. Bend both of your knees again. Pick up the left leg. I find that doing these static balance poses, it helps to steady the mind. When you're tired, the mind can be scattered. Again, hands down or arms forward. This time the left arm under. Not only do we lose our sense of humor when we're tired, we kind of lose our ability to focus on thoughts. Hopefully bringing your body into this position, unravel the arms, will steady the mind somewhat and bring that left leg down. Then from here, separate your feet to hip width apart. Bring your hands down by your sides. Again, palms out to the side walls. Bring your arms all the way up overhead. Bend your knees and touch the floor either side of your feet. Again, pick up the left leg, stretch it long behind you and step back. Now, for warrior 2, bring your back heel down. And then bring the left hand down and back as you rise up and bring the right arm up. Maybe lengthen the stance a little bit here. If you've got the energy to do that, it doesn't have to be a deep pose here. We just want to open up the hips. Then from here, interlace your hands behind your back, raise your chest and bow down inside that front leg. Then bring your hands down to the floor either side of the right foot, pick up your back heel and step forwards again. As many steps as you need to. Let's go straight to the other side. Pick up the right leg, stretch it long behind you, land back, bring your back heel down. And again, move the right hand and graze the fingernails down the mat towards the back foot and come up into warrior 2. Squeeze that left buttock gently in. Have a quick check that the left knee is pointing straight ahead. Then interlace your hands, the non-dominant clasp. Lift your chest, squeeze your shoulders towards each other on your back. And then again, this humble warrior pose, bow down inside that left leg. Couple more breaths here. Then from here, release your hands. Bring them down to the floor, either side of the left foot, pick up the back heel and step forwards again. Then bring your hands onto your hips and come all the way up to standing. Stand in the middle of your mat. Make sure that you can see me. Feet together. Turn your palms out to the side walls and bring your arms up overhead. Now grab your left wrist, inhale here, and as you exhale, crescent moon to the left. Pull that wrist up long and push your hips maybe a little bit more to the right. Inhale, come up. Other side, grab the left wrist, lengthen And then lean. Breathe. Squeeze your legs gently. Inhale, come up. Bring your arms down. Bring your hands onto your hips and step your feet wide. Raise your chest. Fold forward. Bring your fingertips underneath your shoulders. Place your right hand flat on the floor. Bring your left arm out to the side and gently twist. Come to the other side. Left hand down, right arm out. Again, turn your belly and chest. Do it again. Bring the right hand down, left arm out. Option here, if you want, turn the thumb to the back of the room and bring your hand around the side of your waist. Bring that left hand down to the floor. Do the other side, right arm out. And again, option to bring the back of the hand around the left side of your waist if you want. Bring the right hand down. Walk your hands back so that your fingernails and toenails line up and round your back. Bend your knees. Bring your hands to your hips. Come up to standing. Walk your feet together. Bring your arms ahead and come into a squat. Slowly come down. Bring your hands to the floor, your knees down. And then from here, with your knees staying bent and your feet on the floor, lie all the way down. And pick up both of your legs, under your ponytail if you need to, and draw both knees in towards your shoulders. Rotate your feet a couple of times in one direction and then the other. Then let your feet be still and bring your left foot to the floor. Interlace your hands behind the back of your right thigh and bring your right leg a little bit straighter, possibly completely straight, but not necessarily. And then come into eye of the needle. So turn the right knee out to the side, bring the outside of the ankle onto the left thigh, pick up your left leg. Gently draw your left knee towards your left shoulder. If you want, by the way, you don't have to pick that left leg up off the floor at all. You can keep the left foot on the floor completely. If you have picked it up, let it go now. Bring the right foot down to the floor. Straighten your left leg as best you can. Interlace your fingers behind the left thigh. Relax your shoulders. Then again, the eye of the needle. Bring the outside of the left ankle onto the shelf of your right thigh. Keep the right foot on the floor or pick the right leg up. Interlace your fingers behind the back of that right thigh. Breathe slowly and steadily here. Release your hands if they're there. Bring both feet down to the floor and widen your feet. Then drop both knees to the right. Bring your arms up overhead and grab your left wrist. Push your tailbone towards your right foot as you gently pull with your right hand that left arm and shoulder a little longer, a little bit more space being created there. Then pick up both of your knees, drop them to the right, grab your right wrist, and again pull it long, gently with your left arm. Pick up both of your knees, bring your arms down by the sides of your body and rest. Lengthen one leg long and then the other. Press your elbows down so that you can tuck your shoulder blades underneath your back. Let both of your feet turn away from each other and close your eyes. Just 1 minute here. Rest well, knowing that it's not long, so make the most of it and stay. Now bend your knees one by one. Roll to your right side and again pause. Keep your eyes closed. A few more moments of rest. Then push down with your left hand, then your right hand to come up to sit. Sit tall, but sit with ease. Close your eyes, bring your hands into your heart. Lower your chin. Sit tall and make a promise to yourself that you'll have an early night tonight. As early as you can make it, to have a really good sleep. Bring your hands down to your legs. Lift your chin and open your eyes. Namaste. I hope that that's helped, that you feel, maybe you haven't got the opportunity to sleep, but you feel a little bit more vibrant. Drink lots of water, and please do subscribe, give a thumbs up, and I'd love to read any comments or insights that you might have a quick moment now to type into the chat box. I would love to hear from you, and take care. I'll see you next week.